What's going on today, birthday boys? I am your host, Eric Biggs. As always, JP actually had to fight off a herd of skanks just to be here today because he knew that we had a very special guest joining us. A very funny man. His head is the shiniest we've seen in Birthday Boy Studio yet. Everyone, please get very excited for Brent Bradley. How you doing, buddy?
How's it going? I'm excited to be here. I shined it just for this.
Yeah, it looked like you hit the buffer with it, dude.
My wife's got one of those nice, like, sham wows. Just gets in there.
She pulls out like a bowling ball rag. Just steps up on a stool right before you leave. All right, go get him, Tiger.
She puts me on one of those things that you hang you from the ankles, and then she's just standing there in front of me like this. Has the added benefit that it's crotch height, so I can just look right, you know?
Yeah, you're just like, ooh.
If you shine my head, I'll eat you out, you know?
Yeah.
Is this for anybody, or is it just
Is what for
just your wife? Never mind.
He's asking. He's
trying to get my ass ate over here.
Did you see my brain lock up? I think my head tilted. I was like, I don't.
Yeah, you look like a dog that just saw itself in a mirror for the first time.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, don't be sorry. Bend over. You know?
And on this week's episode,
I have to assume your butthole looks a lot like the Higgy, actually. You know?
That'd be accurate.
it's the brown eye, dude.
I think my asshole's a little tighter. This is a loose butthole right here, you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
But also, that is the most perfectly circular little hickey I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It does feel like you just stuck a vacuum cleaner on it.
He's got one of those like little like keyboard cleaners, and he's like, what if?
Oh no. I have to go put the trash out. That's what this alarm is for, because I forget every fucking week.
And this week will be no different. Tomorrow morning, his wife's going to be like, what the fuck?
Dude, I put it out early today, only because I got home while my neighbor was putting out theirs, and I was like, trash day. Yeah. All right.
Do you mow your lawn the second you see your neighbor cutting his also?
No.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about my lawn.
Okay.
So
This is why you're a funny comedian.
Yeah. Like, I spend my time, I'd like to say writing jokes, but that wouldn't be accurate either. I mow my lawn when it has to be mowed, because we live in an HOA neighborhood, which sucks. But that's it. It's like my neighbor will be out mowing their lawn, and I'm like, we might as well mow the other 6 feet, because otherwise yours is going to still kind of look like shit, you know?
Yeah, you're like, hey, there's a case of beer in it for you if you just keep it going.
Yeah. I've never got these guys that are like, that spend like fucking hours a day out in their yard. Yeah. And I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Yeah. Like, I used to live, before I got divorced, outside of Liberty Hill. We lived in this like random cul-de-sac in the middle of ranch land.
Yeah.
And our whole front yard was xeriscaped, which fucking sucked because it was like 10 years after it had been put in, so all the weeds were popping through it. And I was working as a medic at the time, so I was working like 24 on, 48 off. And so like I was just always exhausted, and it was getting to the point where I was like, I need to go do something about it, because I mean they were kind of high.
Yeah.
And we had a real fucking cunty neighbor.
Yeah. And
she went around to all the houses on the block and was like, we need to start an HOA, because there's people in this neighborhood that just don't, like, they just don't care, right? And my neighbor told me because he hated her.
Yeah, she was just talking about you. She was just talking about your
100%.
Yard.
So I left them for 6 months. They were as tall as fucking corn. Before I fucking did. My ex-wife was finally like, I hate it now. Yeah. Like, you gotta do something.
Yeah, you can't be petty for this long.
Yeah. There's a limit, I guess.
Well, so as somebody, how long have you been remarried for?
6 years.
Okay.
6, yeah.
So
this has been longer than my first marriage, which is, I think, a good thing.
Yeah, that's it. You're on the right track. Sorry, so we got out of the dating game about the same time then. And in all reality, as weird as that sounds, because me and my wife have been together about 5. So JP over here, as his hickey and tails, is still out here crushing puss. And he's got quite the pickup lines. We have a fun little game we've been playing of what we think about whether or not his pickup lines work.
Yeah.
So it's like out of 4, we're going to say, did this work 0 to 4 times? He's got pickup lines. Yeah.
Oh man, this is like scientifically reviewed. Like each one of these has been tried a few. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
4 women have been offered these lines. Are they going to take the date? Are they going to go home with me?
Is this app based or in person?
App.
Okay. Because that changes things, right?
It does.
Reading it versus delivering it, right?
Yeah.
You take a little of the Riz out. That's what the kids are saying
Sure.
these days, right? Is that what?
Yeah, I don't know.
There are some.
I'm 25 and married. I might as well be 40, dude.
I saw one hat that said "Rism with the Tism," and I was like, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my new personality.
There are some of the scenarios where it is in person, but I'll lace you up when we get to those.
Okay.
So yeah, like Eric said, yeah, I've asked these 4 different women. Okay. We're thinking about calling it Austin B. fucking. You know what I mean? With like a question mark, so.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, is this the game show?
Yeah, this is the game show idea we have.
Do you want to play the drinking game with us? Okay, look, for example. Yeah. For example,
what am I, a pussy?
if you say 3 out of 4, but it was actually 4 out of 4, that's a 1 second. That's a 1 person difference. Then you would have to drink 10 seconds of beer.
That math seems crazy, but that's fine.
Yeah. I would
Should it just be 1 second?
I would just say we can make it easy and have it be a beer per thing. Like a drink.
Okay, a drink.
You
Okay.
know what it should be? It should be fucking shots. If you want to do this shit right,
That'd
it
be
should be like
nice.
fireball shots or something that's not 100, like something that's not
As
40
strong,
or
right.
40%, like a 30, like a liqueur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alizé? Do you know Alizé? He doesn't know
I
Alizé.
do not know.
I don't know Alizé.
You don't?
What's that?
Oh, shit. It's a liqueur that used to mix with Hennessy back in the day and make incredible hoax.
See how fucking white
That's-
this guy is?
Yeah, I was like, I forgot.
Hennessy,
I used to be black. I did. I forgot that in a previous life.
I was gonna ask what kind of white you are. No, I'm just joking. But
Dude, I almost got one of those fucking DNA tests, and now I'm glad I didn't because they're diddling kids, I think, right?
Yeah,
is that what
they're
it
doing
is?
weird shit about
something
it.
bad is something weird's going on. I'm sorry. This is going off the rails.
No, don't worry. We love this. We call this clippable material.
all right, so first one, buddy. Out of 4 women, how many did this work for? You should probably come out with me. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of a Connect 4 legend around Austin.
3.
Okay.
It's not overly dirty.
Oh shit, dude, he got it right. That means we have to drink 40 seconds of beer.
No, because I got it right the other night too. So you just double up, bitch.
You're on the panel with me, dog.
I gotta drink 3 beers.
You guys have to black out before this game starts.
I got it right.
Yeah,
I had
that was 3.
Dude.
Yeah.
I was like, it's smooth,
Yep.
it's quirky, right? Connect 4, nobody expects Connect 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Also, I missed, what was it, 1 out of how many questions last night?
I think 2, but your fucking
okay, 2.
logic was on, man. It was fascinating seeing them work, dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so it's anyone that hasn't seen the mystery episode where we were at a mystery location, go watch that.
Yeah.
Mystery location. Were you storming the Capitol?
No, we were already inside. The call's coming from inside the house.
How long do you think we'll be able to call back to January 6th?
Well, depending on how it goes here in like 17 more days, maybe like 4 more years.
Because it gets a laugh every time, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like a cheat code.
Yeah. Yeah. See, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you would fall for that line? You're talking to a chickie and she hits you with that. You already think she's like attractive enough. Otherwise,
See,
you're not,
doing it to guys, I think, doesn't work because
that's a 4 and 4 for guys. Yeah.
any line of like, let's get together, a dude goes, sure.
Now, if you're like solid 4, right? But you're moving in a couple weeks, and she looked like she helped you lift some boxes.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
If she delivered this line,
Yeah.
right? Like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
ooh, you look like you could help me lift a couch,
Girl, you look sturdy. You look like you kill your own bugs. What's up, girl?
That's fair. That's fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's try one more, dude.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can smoke and watch the Dahmer series again. 4 women were given this.
Were they all white?
Probably none of them.
No. 2.
See, that changes some things, you know what I mean?
That's a great question, dude. Fucking, okay, 2 of them were white, 2 of them were black.
2.
0. This one was 0, buddy.
No!
See?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Explain it.
Whenever I guessed 2 also, because I was like, that's the safe one. However, I know the kind of girls that JP dates.
Yeah.
JP does not date pro serial killer girls. He doesn't go for
You do have a killable face. That's probably a smart idea.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. I need you here for this, JP. You can't get axe murdered by a thought in Austin, dude. I would be so pissed at that trial. I'd be like, fucking kill my boy! But yeah, my initial thought was 0, and then I was like, don't do that, do 2, because it's the safe bet. But yeah, trust, because are they white? That was a good thought.
Because I don't think I've ever seen a black girl talking about serial killers. Like, I don't think I've ever seen like a TikTok video or anything of like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they're more into the police brutality videos.
More into like getting forearm shivered by this flag tattoo over here. Fucking Paul Blart getting down, right?
They would never ask me to choke him with my right hand. It's too strong. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, here, I gotta take it. Here,
Yeah, I'm staying out of this one, bro.
No, he's not. JP,
To be fair,
do
you're the one that looks like you should be in the conversation.
Yeah.
We should both be quiet at the moment.
All right. One more. Okay. This one is done in person on the date already. All right? Okay. Ugh. It's getting late. We should probably smoke a joint and make out in my car already.
All right, before you guess, I'll lace you up with what my thought process was on this, and then let you guess from there, all right?
All right.
So, I told him, I was like, the thing is with this question is you're probably not asking this question if it's going super bad, but you might if you're also trying to cut a date off. Like if you're
I see where you're going. You're either trying to get out of it or get more into it.
That could be your easy out, or it can be the like...
True.
Because it could, if you're like, God, this bitch is just annoying, she keeps on wanting, and you're just like, maybe we should just like make out, and then you know she's either going to be like, yeah, absolutely, we should do that, or she's going to be, no, fuck you, and you're like, whew, cool, I get to finally close this tab.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, then you also got, I have to assume if you're going to ask the question, he probably swipes on people that look like they smoke weed. But do you know for a fact they do? Because if they don't smoke weed, they're going to be like...
See, I feel like almost everyone, other than like one chick you've told me about, you've dated smokes. Right? Like here recently,
All
at
of
least?
them, I think.
I don't think it can be 0.
Yeah.
I also don't think it can be 4. And I'm bouncing between 1 and 3.
Okay.
But you feel to me like you probably talk pretty well. So I'm going to go 3.
4, baby, get
What? All right.
Should see him in his slacks, dude.
All 4 times I asked at church, bro.
we do communion, and I get up and go, we should probably just get out here and smoke and make out, right? It's almost 11:30 on a Sunday. What are we wasting the day away?
Dude, we had his blood and his body. Let's go smoke his dick, bitch. Because he came back to life. He was like a zombie, so it was definitely little and green at that point,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my
Damn,
God.
man.
4 is impressive.
Well, okay, I didn't take them all home. We did go to the car and make out and smoke, but 2 of them went home with me. 2 of them, it was just like, all right, I don't like bang on the first date type of shit, you know?
Loser.
Yeah, fucking
Fucking what?
Fucking betas.
Fucking nerd. All right, so here's a question in the same line, because while we've been trying to think of this game show idea, do you remember your like tried and true pickup lines from back whenever you were dating? Is that a bug?
Yeah.
Nice.
Little gnat. It's fine.
Nice.
Protein.
Yeah.
But do you remember any of your tried and true pickup lines?
You know, I was never a pickup line guy.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of this. I was kind of the same way.
I was always the. I was always like, I'm gonna be relatable and I'm gonna get to I'm gonna like. I always got in with like rapport. I was a sales guy back in the day. So I was like, well, we're gonna find common ground. I'm gonna make you laugh. And
chicks were never picking me out across the bar unless I was just already holding court. You know, I was already drawing attention. I was never just the guy sitting there solemnly looking in the mirrors. I sipped a drink to get pussy. That was not my thing. It was all charisma.
It's kind of the same. And at least like back in the when I was single before my first marriage, was when I was like fighting all the time still. Yeah. So I was in good shape. And I was always hanging around super cool dudes. Like, dudes way cooler than me, but now I'm cool by proxy. Yeah. You know? And so, like, that was always beneficial.
So you didn't think that was a downfall? Like, you're just hanging out with a bunch of, like, fucking gorillas?
No, because, like, at that point in my life, I was also kind of like that.
Okay.
But I was just never the cool kid, right? Yeah. But, like, so, like, these guys, though, they were cool. So, like, I just did what they did, and I was in. You know, I was good. And so that was easy. And then after my first divorce, then it was a lot of the dating apps. There was a lot of swiping involved, you know? There was I wasn't really looking for anything. And then I swiped on my fucking wife.
That's my worst fear right now, bro.
Swiping on your wife? It was at an okay time for me, because I was like, I've been a real piece of shit.
I probably need to chill the fuck out.
6 months? Yeah. It was fucking... Yeah. It was getting in the way of regular life. Shit that I needed to do.
I have always said the best decision I made in comedy was to have a stable relationship.
Oh. Dude, I couldn't imagine being single right now. Like, not like in the state of the world, right? Like, not like that, just like in general.
During Gaza?
Dude, where am I going to meet a fucking woman at like a pro-Palestine rally? You know, like, she's going to have dreads.
Yeah, not with that
like
bald head.
And then if I go to the pro-Israel rally, she doesn't have hair.
Yeah.
Wait, I guess that'd be flipped. The Nazi would be anti-Israel probably because they're all Jewish, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's
a weird time.
It's a weird time.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I don't think I could do it. I think if my wife left me, I think I'd rent a hooker once a week, and just be like, you know what, this is not meant for me anymore. I don't think.
I have told my wife the same thing. I'm like, if we ever break up, I never buying a bitch a ring again. No. Fucking. Never. You know how expensive that bullshit is? Like, you've done it twice.
my wife and I are a Bumble success story.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys do the thing where you hit Bumble up to see if they'd pay for your wedding?
No. I don't know if that was a thing back then.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what year did you guys...
We got married in 2018.
Okay, I think it was a little bit after that they ran this. Yeah, Bumble had this campaign and you know what? Maybe it was right around there. It was like 18, 19, maybe like 20 before pandemic. They put out a big thing. They're like, if you are a Bumble met couple that is now getting married, send us your stuff. We're gonna pay for 5 people's full weddings. I don't know if it ever actually happened.
That would have been
But
cool.
me and my wife met on Tinder, so
Scandalous.
watch out, dude.
Bro.
Damn.
Super scandalous.
Yeah, dude, that was where the freaks and geeks were at, dude.
Yeah, I met a lot of fucking weirdos.
Yeah. And I was in Missouri, so
Normally when I get to see anything like this is I'm in the dark in my room watching a website that's gonna give me a virus, you know?
Yeah. What is the dating world like out there, JP?
I think it's fine, man. You know, I'm 41. I've been dating since I was, I don't know, a young teenager, right? And
Yeah.
I find that women are dumb throughout all the years anyways.
Well,
so.
yeah. Well, how do you think I got one to marry me? I've been saying it on stage. It's like, I'm so glad there's still one dumb white woman out there that I can trick into marrying me. Like, that was...
Whoa. You weren't prepared to marry a Hispanic or a black, bro? Come on, dude. You gotta open your fucking world up.
Come on, I had to keep it pure.
He's got a flag tattoo, you know? Like, they weren't considering him as an option.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah, they said...
if I brought that to the barbecue.
Is your wife white?
Yeah.
She's white? Okay.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't marry a white, but I think I can marry a black, dude. Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
You guys, what about you, man? Are you as racist as Eric, or?
No, see, I've always said that my wife will also be my last white woman. So if I do get out, I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm gonna branch out from here.
So all the prostitutes you'd get would be like Ecuadorian.
Yeah,
and-
Asian Thai hookers, you know.
I like your style, dude.
Yeah,
Okay,
man,
you're winning me back.
Yeah.
Lady boys, an emphasis on the boys part.
Yeah. I want to have dicks that make me nervous about mine, you know.
Of course.
Which doesn't take a lot
Yeah,
necessarily. Right?
Yeah, they don't have to be real big. Just
Yeah,
like,
I was changing my son's diaper this morning. I was like, motherfucker. You know? I can see yours, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. So it's
I don't think I should be talking about baby dicks either.
Yeah,
I guess, huh? That's probably.
that's where YouTube draws the line.
To be fair, like
It's your baby. Come on.
if you'd have told, so I have a daughter too, and like back then, I was like nobody prepared me for like the fact that I was gonna have to wipe shit out of a vagina, right?
That's
Which
super
is
gross.
Whoa.
yeah, which is like as a single dad, like me and my ex split when she was like 8 months old, 9 months. No, she was about a year probably.
Yeah.
It's not like, yeah, this is all dad. You know what I mean? And, but then now, I'm like, if you'd have told me that I had to pull somebody's foreskin back and wipe shit out of the underneath of their, I would have also been like, what? Like, how did it get in there? It's like in a totally different area.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why you get them snipped, dude. What are you doing?
Oh, he is. But it's like, I've got a hog, bro. You know what I mean? Got that like mushroom part.
Yeah.
There's shit inside it. It's weird. I don't like it. It's tough.
Oh,
Of course, I also didn't prepare my wife for it either.
yeah.
Like she was like, "What is?
What the fuck?
What do you do with this?"
Oh my god.
And then like, dude, I mean, ball sacks are obviously not smooth.
Yeah.
You're trying to clean poop out of a ball sack. Way hard. It is tough, you know.
And then you're like, how long is too long for cleaning?
Like 3 shakes and you're playing with it, like more than 4 wipes, and
Yeah.
now
it's
you're
like-
a pedophile,
yeah,
you know? Like,
you gotta stop touching your kid's balls after 4 wipes.
Yeah, no, it takes Eric like 4 or 5 minutes to clean mine. Every day.
Yeah.
We do it every Saturday. It's
whenever.
yeah, it's tougher when you're using your tongue because you can't quite see.
Well, yeah. Say, I'm like, JP, you gotta shave your asshole again, dude. I gotta.
You gotta look and then lick, right? And then you
Yeah.
gotta look again. You're like, oh fuck, it was the wrong area.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eric.
That's what happens whenever you have diaper play, you know.
Fuck, how did we get on this topic? I forget.
I don't know, but it's gonna be on the internet forever.
Let's see. I think the train went baby dick, poop in vagina, baby balls. That's how we got there. Yeah.
And then baby balls, JP's balls. You know.
Yeah. Now it's all coming full circle.
JP, he's got a normal dick, tiny balls. You know? Makes the dick look way bigger though, ladies. Don't worry.
That's the gimmick, bro. Yeah.
You don't want to have giant balls, tiny dick. That's upsetting.
No. You don't even really want to have like normal dick, giant balls.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, I don't know if I should tell this on the podcast, but I have a buddy that he has ginormous balls. And have you guys ever had somebody do the gum trick to you? It's where this is the only dude I know on earth that at 18 could do this. He would take his massive balls and wrap it over the top of his dick.
Like erect?
No, like soft.
I was like, holy fuck! He's all like,
Yeah, so his balls actually touch his knees. Yeah. No, but we'd be like working underneath a truck, and then he'd come over and he'd be like, "Oh, I got gum on my pants," and he'd just have
his ball sack
hanging out, and then he would do. He called it the brain.
That's from Waiting. Do you remember the movie Waiting?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, that makes sense. Yeah. There's a movie called Waiting where they work in a restaurant and they do all sorts of gross shit to your food in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's one of the things they always get each other with. Like,
Was
it's the brain.
Yeah. So he would always do that. Our one buddy was welding a bumper back on our other buddy's truck because it just fell off. You know, we were
classy.
We're
from the Midwest, bro. I get. We're both from the yeah.
You know what I looked like in high school. And my buddy's under there welding, and this other guy comes up, he goes, "Josh, look at the brain," and he just flips his little glasses up, and he goes, "I will take this welder and jam it onto your nutsack if you ever do that again," and he goes, "Point taken," and just walked away. He's like, "I will burn your fucking nutsack."
Can you imagine if he had a Prince Albert and he was just like, just fucking welded onto the end of that shit?
I used to do one to a couple exes, bro. I'd like put my dick over my wrist.
Yeah.
This is a Nick Swardson thing, but they didn't know that. You know what I mean? So I put my dick over my wrist.
Because they were dumb, right?
Yeah. Fucking
I love this guy.
Fucking these dumb broads.
I put my dick over my wrist and I'm like, "Babe, check out my new watch."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, did you guys ever watch the movie Neighbors?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that Seth Rogen.
Yeah, Seth Rogen and then Zac Efron and one of the two brothers that do movies. That came out whenever I was still in high school, and just every chick would just be like, "Look, I got a choker on," all the time, because there's that scene where just the black dude with the massive dick, the one guy's wife or whatever's over there hanging out with a frat. And the guy with the giant dick just wraps his dick around her throat. So and she goes, "Look, I'm wearing a choker." So just my whole senior year, just every once in a while you'd be in class, you just hear chicks go, "Look, I got a choker on." And you're like, "You dirty whores, you shut the fuck up. You nasty bitches."
Oh, that's such a big dick.
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Those exist too, which is even that's the crazy part, right?
We don't have to admit it though.
We actually don't talk about those dicks on the show, buddy.
There's dudes that can't fuck women that don't have huge vaginas.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how mad would you be? Like, you were like, it'd be nice to have a huge hog, but like, if it was too big, that like now you can't do anything but like use it as a party trick.
Yeah.
Like, that would suck.
Yeah, you're like, See, but I think that's why whenever you see those dudes, they're always with like tall ass chicks. And you're like,
tall chick, long vagina?
Yeah, like that has to help. You can't be with somebody that's 5'2" and have a fucking 10-foot dick.
Dude, yeah, so how big do you think the Mountain's dick is? Because have you seen his fucking girlfriend?
The Mountain?
The Mountain from
the
Game
guy
of
from
Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Fucking what's his name?
I only know him as the Mountain. I don't know it.
Show me pictures of the Mountain from Game of Thrones.
He's
Scottish or Irish or something like that.
I just want to know what his name is.
He's like a true fucking Viking. He's like 6'10".
Halfthorson is Bjorn Halfthorson, I think is his name. His girlfriend wife, whoever, you look a picture, look at the mountain and girlfriend, and then look at a picture of them together.
Show me pictures of the mountain and his girlfriend. Oh shit!
That right there, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
How does that? Like, you can't be on. Like, he can't be on top.
Yeah.
Right? Well, maybe.
Maybe.
I guess, but like,
Maybe she's.
he's all just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like picking her up. That's crazy.
Yeah, that guy has a tiny dick, bro. That's
Dude, if I wanted a girl that looked that small next to me, I'd have to date a child, right?
Well, that's why we brought you here. Chris Hansen, please come in. He comes in and goes, we heard you wiped your son's balls 5 times.
I was there was this one chickie though, bro, that was like, she talked to me in the morning. She's like, I was watching this thing like about big dicks and like, women don't really need a big dick and all this stuff. I was like, pretty hurt,
Not helping. Yeah.
Had you guys fucked yet?
Yeah.
That's offensive. That's like when a chick's like, your dick is perfect. You whore. Fucking get out of my house.
It's the perfect size.
Yeah. That means whatever. It's fine. We're not.
Yeah.
It'll be the perfect size when I fucking shove it down your throat. Could you still breathe? Oh, you can? Fuck.
Now my feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
She's just like, what do you want me to say?
You're not past my teeth. My throat's so much further back still.
Fuck. There's going to be a clip of me doing that, isn't there?
Goddamn right there is, baby.
Oh no! Now he's gonna edit it. Now he's like cleaning balls, and now he's sucking baby dicks. Look at it.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Buddy, you are now invited to our Saturday events.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Is it held on an island?
It's very good, very unhealthy though.
Yeah, we're not
Emotionally,
island people.
at least,
We haven't gotten there yet.
Son of a bitch. What time did you end up going on last night?
What time did you leave?
11:45. Almost 11:50.
Okay, it was probably about 12:15 then.
Okay.
Because I was like 3 or 4 after you left.
Oh, you live in town. Dude, I didn't get home until 12:30.
Fill in the audience. Where were you guys at?
We were at Anderson Mill.
Anderson Mill, Chris and Mike. Shout out Mike Hudak.
Yeah.
Let's go. We had him on the show.
Yeah. He's been on the pod. Also, we'll probably get him back on eventually. But yeah, dude, I didn't leave there until like 1 a.m. because I went on and then I got to talking to people, and then I was sitting outside talking to a couple other comics, and Mike came out and just went on a fucking tirade about like how big of pieces of shit some of the comics are.
Wait, you should try to do it, man, but lace the people up, man, because they don't know who he is the way we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So Mike Hudak is fucking, I don't know, like 6'4", Boston guy. He's Boston, right?
I'm not positive, but seems East Coast.
It's Boston or Brooklyn or one of those. You can't say the wrong thing about it because then they get pissed off. But he's one of those. He's somewhere around.
They serve thin crust pizza in the area that he's from.
Yeah, somewhere around New York. And this guy goes on tirades better than anyone I've ever heard. Like, it's so funny. It's like Bill Burr style stuff where he just gets up there, but he's huge.
I've seen maybe 2. I think
dude.
I remember 2.
Yeah.
And you can smell the alcohol, like, on his breath, dog, like from the bar.
You're 40 feet back and you're like, did I catch a buzz? But yeah, so like he came out and he's like, these fucking piece of shit, open micer, unfunny motherfuckers want to talk shit. Because apparently somebody went up there and started shitting on Mike and was like, because somebody went like 30 seconds longer than they were supposed to. Because Mike also like bar backs.
Yeah,
and
he's
runs
like
the show,
running his ass off the whole time he's there.
Yeah, he's like working the entire. Like he's like bar backing, getting people drinks. He's reloading kegs. He's fucking running the open mic, and some stupid out of town open micer decided to talk shit, and apparently Hudak was like, "Hey, how about you shut the fuck up? I'll make sure you're never booked in this city ever." He's like, you think just because I'm here, I don't know everyone that books every show in this fucking town, and just fucking ripped this guy apart, and he just like, and left. So unfortunately, I was outside while the like him chewing this guy out was happening, but we just like heard him come out, explode, and then go back in, and we were like, we gotta go talk to Mike.
That's hilarious.
So then he like gave us the rundown, and I'm like, also, who talks shit to this giant of a man? Who sees a guy that big and is like,
some people are so delusional too, you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
I feel like there are people that have never actually been hit.
There's a lot of those people.
Like, people have never been hit, let alone by a guy the size of a fucking gorilla. It's one thing to talk shit to me, and you're like, maybe not, but guess what, bitch? I carry a gun. I might not know jujitsu, but I got a Glock. But yeah, it was very fucking funny. Also, the tag you gave me worked.
Let's go.
It did.
Let's go.
It was the perfect ending to that joke. That joke, I think, is officially beginning, middle, end. I think it's finally there. I almost enjoy it more when I see somebody deliver a tag that I gave them and it goes well than my own jokes sometimes. Because I'm just like, I helped with that. Yeah.
That makes me like,
I went and I did it, and also it's Anderson Mill. So, like, you only get so much of the audience paying attention anyways. But, like, the 4 people that were, like, laughing along, whenever I did that, and I was like, I gotta tell Brent, it worked. That's the end of this joke. Fucking, we worked it out. But yeah, so it was, Anderson Mill is always very fucking, it's a good place to end your night to let you know that things could get worse.
Yeah. Like, some nights, it's a reminder of, like, this is why I do it.
Yes.
Because, like, I've had nights where, like, I'll get most of the bar to turn around and laugh, right? And granted, that's when I'm not working new material. It's like, right, I'm like, I want to brush up on this material for a show, make sure it's going well.
Yep.
And then you're leaving, you're like, this is why, And then there's all those nights where you're like, this is why I got to keep writing jokes and get better. These people hated me.
Yeah, that's one of those where you go, I'm so glad no one was watching, actually. That's fine. Okay, because I bombed and they won't remember I was ever here.
Yeah, my set was okay last night.
Yeah, well, don't get me wrong. My entire set was just okay, but that tag worked. It was still late night Anderson whenever I went up, but like it. Yeah, so I'll take one if you're running.
I also will take one.
Hell yeah.
Because I want to get a DUI on my way back to fucking Jerry. I get to drive back to Canada later.
Yeah,
you know?
Dude, it's so far north.
Fuck. I used to make the drive. Like I lived in Omaha, and I would drive down here like every 60 days to hang out for a weekend or a week with my daughter, and make sure I was still down here. And that drive just became so. I just got so used to it. Like my she goes to Liberty Hill, which is a great school district, but they're fucking terrible at communicating events. Like there were several times where I found out like the week before that a daddy-daughter dance was happening on a Friday.
Can't miss that.
Dude. And I would leave like Thursday morning at like 2 a.m.
Thank you.
Drive straight through to Austin, take a 3-hour nap, pick her up from school, go to the dance, and then there was one time where I had to drive down, do the dance on Friday night. I slept for like 2 hours before I picked her up, and then I had to fucking drive back home. I started driving back home that night because I had a show Saturday night and that I couldn't cancel, but I had found out so late. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'll give you 3 guesses on how funny I was at that show.
Okay, what's the it might be that story you just told, but you usually don't go too far into comedy, but I just have this question for you. What is the dumbest time commitment you've made to do comedy? Where you're like, I should just stay at this one thing, not do comedy.
Oh.
But instead you're like, no, I'll work all this in so I can still hit a spot. And like, or do a show or whatever, and then you just fucked up your entire event because then you were late to everything instead of it just being like, oh, I just missed one thing.
It was that story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, it feels like it was that for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I almost fucked up my wedding. And I talked myself out of it because I was like, don't do that. Because like 3 days before I was supposed to drive back to Missouri to get married, Sunset Strip put out, we are auditioning for door guys on Wednesday. My reception was on Thursday. I was getting married on Saturday back in Missouri. So there was part of me that I was like, I could.
I would have 100% had that been like, well.
Yeah, I spent like 2 hours thinking about it, and then I was like, stop it.
Yeah.
Because you will fuck up your wedding, and don't do that. But yeah, I say the worst thing I think I've done is I drove to Kansas City for an open mic, and I was in like central Missouri. It was like 3 hours each way to get to this mic. And I talked to this guy in Kansas City, and he's like, yeah, if you drive all the way out here, I'll get you 15 minutes. And I was like, well, me and a buddy are going to come. He's like, cool, you guys will both get 15 minutes. I know it's still not a lot, but since you guys are driving so far, and I was like, sweet. So I talked to my buddy that we like did a lot of like the far travels with. And he's like, yeah, I'm down. I got off work, picked my buddy up. We drove to Kansas City, got there. The guy that I was talking to wasn't there. Oh, no. One of his buddies was running the show. Didn't know anything about this arrangement. We both did 3 minutes and then drove back home. So I drove 6 hours to do 3 minutes of comedy. I got back at like 3:30 in the morning.
That's tough.
It sucked.
I did used to every once in a while, I'd drive to Des Moines and hit a mic.
Yeah.
But, so that was driving 5 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
2.5 hours each way.
Still.
For 5. Yeah. But it was at a little comedy club called Tiki's. Have you heard of Tiki's?
I have.
Yeah. Tiki's. It was a good little club, and that was a spot that I was trying to get booked at. So, like, it was worth it. I ended up getting booked there eventually, so it was worth it. But it was still, like, those nights where you're driving home, and you're just like, fucking, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
But
that event made me go and be like, I need to start booking road gigs around where I live. Because I was like, I got back and I was like, I just spent 6 hours of drive time on a Friday night. Like and then I got back at like 2:30 in the morning. Fucking slept I fucked up my entire weekend basically. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to go to Kansas City and do 15 minutes. And then I got there and they're like, you got 3. And I was like...
Also, what kind of psycho lets anybody do 15 minutes at a mic? Bro, he was going to give you a half an hour in the middle of this mic. Do you know how pissed off those other comedians would have been?
Well, but the thing is the show we ran, we would do that for them.
No.
So they would come and drive all the way to Columbia. And we'd give them all like 10 to 15 minutes because they'd carpool together.
Of cocaine.
Yeah, well,
right?
So we would do that for them all the time. And then we were like, hey, we're going to come out. And they were like, yeah. And then we got there and they were like, eat a dick. And I was like, all right, fuck this sound, dude. Oh, my God. JP, you got any good would you rathers for us today?
Would you rather... No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, before I lead too far in.
I have a scenario.
Okay.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's good though. I don't know if it's funny.
Well, we can get it there.
We can get it there?
Yeah,
get it.
make
Yeah?
it funny.
We got
Okay.
this. We've been talking about baby dicks for an hour. Hey, we getting punched up a scenario?
Okay, this is something I've just been thinking of because I have, ambitions of world domination one day. And, I don't know about you, Eric. I don't know about you, Brent, but you can help
That
me out.
pause was him remembering your name.
I just Brent. You got it right though, at least, right? It wasn't like Brendan or something, right? Like
Bradley.
Rent, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
no problem,
I
man.
had to.
Okay, it's called, it's kind of like a scenario of like how we would take over the world.
okay.
If we were given $1 million, what would our plan be? It has to be that limited of funds. You get me?
Okay.
That's the
Whole world,
limitation.
$1 million.
Yeah, how would we do that?
Okay. All right.
Well, first of all, we're gonna need plenty of food, plenty of hookers, right? So there's like half of the money.
Well, so I'm gonna slow roll this.
Okay,
This is
go ahead.
I'll give you my full pitch, and
Okay.
then in here, you might have something completely different. But I'm gonna go with the slow roll start. We got $1 million.
$1 million.
We're gonna start off and just put it in like good investments for 2 years, so it like triples our money. Then that way we have more adequate level
I
of
love
funds.
how you immediately took the scenario and you're like, I'm gonna give us more. Actually.
Well,
It was like you strictly have $1 million, and you were like, but
you can usually make about 25% off of investments per year. So if you went and you took it and we're like, all right, we're gonna just like slowly build up like an arsenal of weapons throughout the year, but we're gonna just let this cook in investments, get us a little bit more money, then pull that money out, a lot of hookers, of course, and then a lot of guns. Then we start with a small island country.
Okay.
That way, we don't necessarily have to, we're not killing everybody. We're just going to go in, take out their leaders.
can we?
I mean,
We need slaves.
yeah, we need troops.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Troops.
yeah. Yeah, so like, we go in, we take over a small island country that has like enough people, but very shaky democracy. We do a lot of silent hits. We take those people out. We take over their army. And then we island hop, conquering more and more land, like we're Japan right before World War II.
Whoa.
Building our forces before we move in and start taking over bigger countries. We then have to side with another country.
Who's the country?
Yeah.
I think Iran.
I mean, they do need allies.
They don't have a lot of friends, you know?
Yeah.
Again,
Now that you said that, the leader of Hezbollah did just get killed, right?
yeah. We become silent partners with them. Start letting them wage frontage wars, get a lot of their people to turn against them for the things they're doing. Then we take over. We go, we're not going to be like those guys. Now we have all of them and their army also. And then we continue to leapfrog all throughout.
Okay. Here's my idea.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So I take that whole $1 million
Yeah.
and I put it into winning the election for the State House of Representatives.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
For which
yep.
state?
Doesn't
Texas?
matter.
Okay.
Because I'm also slow playing this.
Okay, all right.
So I get elected to the House of Representatives.
Yeah.
Then I do such a bang up job for
Yeah.
my people. Then now I get elected to the Senate.
Okay.
And I'm like,
This is like a 30-year plan.
yeah, then I do a bang up job again, obviously, right? Now we're
Okay.
8 years in.
Yeah.
No, it's only 2-year terms. So we're really only 4 years in at this point.
Yeah.
Now I'm a U.S. Senator.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, this guy's clearly got to be in government, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm sucking a lot of dicks, right? Jacking off dudes,
Yeah.
right? Getting invited to places. And then I take all those secrets that I learned and I invest, right? I build up money and I become the president of the United States,
This is a good angle.
right? And after I'm the president, I declare martial law immediately.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
I send our troops into Russia.
Ooh.
Yeah, because just right across Alaska, right?
Yeah.
Canada's on our side, so I don't have to take them over necessarily.
Yeah, they'll just let it be.
They want to commit war crimes with us. That's all they want, right? They're like, let's go. I'll tell them somebody touched my boats.
Yeah.
We'll take over
they'll
Russia.
Say, deal, dude.
Yeah, and then we'll just like the old school fucking I was gonna say Ottoman, Mongolian Empire will just fucking spread out across Asia.
Okay.
Right? And we'll just keep working our way, and then we get through Europe. Now it's
well, once you get to Europe, that's they fucking roll over in days.
Bro, if the United States just one day got a wild hair up their ass and they were like, we're gonna take Russia, right, and then they just did it, NATO would be like,
okay,
yeah, all right,
yeah,
and then after we took over China. Then NATO would be like, oh, well, now we can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Because like, what are you
we've now occupied the other two powers.
Oh, the other two powers? Oh, and we're also giving them weapons that work.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
So I think that's how I do it. It would be a very slow play as well.
Okay.
But
I like
get
this.
the last laugh.
I like this idea also. I want to hear JP's, and then I have an additional thought now based off of his.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So we'd all have to split up. I'm thinking more CIA operative type of shit. We might have like a small team.
Some dictators.
Yeah. Okay. So look, I'd send you to China. I'd send you to Puerto Rico, and I would.
Very, very different power.
The women are beautiful. And they like shiny things.
I would overthrow the U.S. government, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I would stay home. I'd stay homeland. So I'm thinking fentanyl. We need you to get to China first so you can mail us a bunch of fentanyl.
Okay.
And then I go to the White House. This guy goes to wherever, like, the Puerto Rican president is.
Don't we already own Puerto Rico?
I just want to get rid of them because Mexicans don't like Puerto Ricans, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is
I'm
a
also
personal
happy
vendetta.
that you just confirmed that you're Mexican. So that was nice. I mean, I wasn't gonna ask outright, but I was gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
You didn't know which kind of Hispanic? Is that what you meant?
Well, you know what though? You could almost pull off white too, right? Alcoholic white, but
JP is very racially ambiguous. You could blend.
I've been trying to get Eric to take me to a Klan meeting for months.
Would be a good CIA operative for sure, right? Like you blend into a lot of places. There's way more brown places than white places.
Yeah. Also,
I mean, we're not stationing you in Britain, right?
Yeah. They'd be like, Scotland, we need you over there. And you're like, what? Of all the places you fucking do.
Okay.
It's bullshit.
Oh, he's got to finish it. I'm sorry. We interrupted your...
No, it's cool, man. Totally cool. But yeah, that would be my plan. So like everybody has a little team. We try to get super close to the president with enough fentanyl to just like get into the water system somehow or some kind of food thing. We take out those powers and then we like come back to America and like we reveal our plan and we're like, you're welcome, world. And then they'll hoist us upon their shoulders and give us heads.
Give us head or give us heads?
Well, there's three of us.
Like, we'll get a Mount Rushmore? That'd be sick. Yeah. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
That too.
Could you imagine?
That would be cool.
Yeah. We'll be Mountain Rushmores, but we'll also have our dicks carved on the fucking mountain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just one coming out of my mouth. But like backwards, like the head is coming out, so it's like, whoa!
It's like he shoots cocks at his mouth.
It's made of asphalt, so it's black.
We can have our dicks on our foreheads, you know what I mean?
Everyone goes, yes, the great unicorn man
Unicorns?
of 2026.
Yeah, the three-horned horseman.
Yeah. I like this. Okay. See, I like the idea of starting off with the United States. I liked your thing, like, well, rise to power in the U.S. But you don't have to worry about Canada. Mexico is just ran by the cartels.
True.
So I feel like it'd be very easy to just take over Central and South America in just a big front. Like, most of it, I feel like you could do just by like, hey, we're in charge now.
You like how I forgot those existed? I was like, those don't even matter.
Yeah, you're like, they're not gonna be a problem.
We're gonna throw a spear at me after I say like that's the least of my worries.
Yeah. Well, see, my thought is Canada, we just go like, hey, we are in charge of you guys now. Fuck your queen and all your gay shit.
They have a queen?
They still do the
They dabble in queendom.
Huh.
yeah, it's still on their fucking money. They still have the British queen on their fucking money. They try to be
that's gay.
Yeah, they try to be like, we're an independent No, you're not, bitch. You guys still wear fucking wigs whenever you do court. You guys are pussies.
You know why that started, right?
Yeah, because everyone had syphilis.
Yeah.
You ever hear that, Japes?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. They so the reason they started wearing those powdered wigs is because all of the fucking rich, wealthy people in these nations had STDs, had syphilis, and syphilis literally like will start to eat your face off eventually. Like you start your skin decays and shit, and so they would wear those wigs so that they couldn't see the hair loss and the fucking giant sores and shit on their head.
Damn, man.
Yeah, and then they were powdered to keep lice away.
Yeah. Which smart move, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where and then the more wealthy you were, the bigger the wig you had. That's where the term big wig came from. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so if you took over all of Central and South America, you then have all of the Americas where you don't have to worry about internal attacks.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That is one of the power things of the United States. We don't really have to worry about Mexico. We don't really have to worry about Canada. And people have to cross oceans to get to us. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then from there, you can start launching into like Russia and Japan and all that shit.
Japan wants no smoke.
No, they saw the sun
on board from the jump.
They saw the sun twice, dude. They were like,
we'll build you new boats.
We're so sorry. That's our bad.
We gave you anime and ramen noodles, bitch. Fucking leave us alone.
Yeah, and we make really dependable cars now for your people to drive. Yeah, I think this is a good plan to take over the world.
I like it, dude. That makes a lot of sense, dude. If we controlled all of North America, that's a great fucking start.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
So,
and South America and Central America.
South America, yeah.
Because also, fucking some of the baddest women on earth, dude.
Bro, the Brazilians?
Fucking
Argentinians? Tinians?
Yeah.
Tinians?
Dude, I feel like
they're not teeny. They're
yeah. I feel like I'd get to South America and I'd be like, actually, who cares about the rest of the world?
Yeah. I just need to take over Brazil. Yeah. That's all I need, you know?
I'm good now, actually, it turns out. But yeah, well, I know we've been talking a lot about taking over the world. I know you're currently in the midst of trying to take over the comedy world as well. We're getting ready to wrap up. So where can people find you? Where can people come out and see shows? I know you got your own promotion.
Yeah, so my website is just BrentBradleyComedy.com.
Hell yeah.
Super easy to remember. My Instagram is Brent Bradley Comedy.
Hell yeah.
And I'm Brent Bradley on Facebook. So that's
perfect.
That's easy. I host a show in Gerald, Texas at the Lucky Penny Lounge the third Saturday of every month, which has been super fun. You were just on the show?
It was awesome.
Great freaking show.
It was
so in the middle of Georgia versus Texas.
Yeah.
We still have 30 people at the show.
Oh shit, no way.
Mm-hmm. We still have 30 people at the show.
Yeah.
Wow,
and the
that's
lineup
great, man.
Fucking top to bottom crushed.
Dude, everybody.
That
Jesus
show
Christ.
fucking crushed.
Yeah.
Which I saw the lineup and I was like,
yeah.
French kiss. This is so good.
Grant crushed, you crushed. Alexa fucking slaughtered.
As always.
Slaughtered, bro.
Just, yeah.
Like, yeah. And then Maggie Mayfield was just fucking great.
Yeah.
Right? Seabass?
Yeah,
I almost
Seabass.
left out Seabass. Seabass is fucking, his energy is fucking awesome. I love that.
Yeah, so yeah, talk about Puerto Ricans or whatever. Whatever the hell he is. Cuban.
Cuban. Yeah.
Cuban.
And then I'm
I didn't want to get JP fired up.
I don't like Cubans either, man.
They're all dirty.
I love their sandwiches, though. Ooh, a good Cuban sandwich.
Really? That mustardy shit? No, fuck that, dog.
The ground mustard and the pickles and the fucking ham. Oh, God. And then I'm at a show I'm excited for is I'm at K Divino
Okay.
The first Saturday of the month. I think it's the 2nd of November.
Yeah.
And that's a show that. Have you met Ernest Evans?
I have.
Yeah.
Very
It's a show that
fun.
Ernest is putting on, and it looks
yeah.
super cool. The fucking restaurant looks amazing. Looks so good. I'm so excited to eat.
Hell yeah.
So.
And when is this coming out, JP?
Maybe December, man. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I know. Like, how fast are you editing this shit, bro?
Well, because we are both doing the Dad Bod comedy show.
Oh yeah.
But that's at
okay.
the 10th of November.
Yeah.
So that'll already be done and happening. But rumors might see us in Oklahoma in January. So
I'm excited about that.
Fucking
I'm happy about that because I just had to cancel a weekend where the show is in fucking Tulsa.
Okay, well, hey,
Yeah.
fucking, we might all be going back.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting.
So yeah, watch out that there. JP, you got anything for them?
Just follow me on the gram, JP with the good hair for all my projects. Come hit me up at Pluckers. I'm there every Monday. I like drinking beers and smoking weed, you know?
Swipe right on Tinder, bro.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, we got you all covered,
Yeah.
all right?
Fuck yeah. Well, hey, yeah, say Eric Biggs Comedy, all my stuff on Instagram. You'll see it all there. Eric Biggs does stuff, my personal YouTube, where I just do a bunch of car shit. Check that out. Thank you so much for coming on. This has been so much fun. Cheers to the birthday boys.
Cheers,
Fuck
baby.
Fucking, we'll be doing this again.
Cheers, man.
And see you later, guys.